どうも、ひろぽんでございます。アウターワールド続きをやっていきます。前回このビザンチウムのサブクエをね、クリアしまして、で今回はついにメインクエストの星と星、クラーク大臣がビザンチウム中の、ジメチルスルホキシドを買い占めていることを知ったフィニアスが町に出向いて盗んでもらいたいと盗んできてもらいたがっている。簡単なことだらしいです。でなんかバーに大臣の警備員がいるので、クラーク邸の話をしてもらおうと。今こんな格好だけど帰っていいんかな会話スキル、いらんものはいっぱいあるな。買い出しよう。結局あっちこっち行って回ったけど、服作ってくれる人死んじゃったからねまさかの。これはいらないか。あれ、いいえ、これいるやつだ。とりあえずこの格好でいこうか。おお、すごいネオン。ミスター・ビリングスリー。
Have you tried our new cocktail sponsored by Rizzo's? 1 part purple spectrum vodka, 1 part artificial tomato-like substitute juice. We call it a Blue Bloody
人
Mary.
工体ジュース、ブルーブッデメアリー。お酒を利用するのもありだな。ちょっと聞きたいことがあって。
Oh, by all means, ask away.
なんか面白い噂話の耳にした？
Rizzo's Spectrum Vodka is about to release its newest color, ultraviolet, completely invisible to the
紫外
naked
線
eye.
カラー。ビザンチウムで働くってどんな感じ？
I don't believe in work. Work is for auto mechanicals and lower classes.
じゃあここの仕事はどうしてんの？
By auto mechanicals, of course.
あー
Byzantium's fleet of
お前はただ
mechanical
立ってるだけ
servitors
か。
are programmed to simulate a labor force, but without all the unsightly workers milling about. We all have our roles in society. I like to think of myself as an entrepreneur. This drinking establishment is my investment.
あんまり面白い話は聞けんかったな。お、メイフィールド警備員、どうも。
Hey, stand back. You. I'm part of Minister Clark's personal detail.
だいぶ酔っ払ってんな。
That means you gotta keep 5 feet back at all times.
そんなにすごい人と話してるなんて知らなかったな。
Yep, you're looking at the minister's newest personal guard. Right here. The others took me out to celebrate on account of me just
そうな
getting
んだ。
hired and all.
クラーク大臣についてちょっと教えてくれる？
Oh, he's medium height with like medium colored hair and like a kind of a medium face. Just like in his posters.
大臣に会ったことないだろ。
Everyone tells me he's very private, okay? Besides, I just started.
あんま人に会いたがらないのね。警備のどこがそんなに重要なんだ？
He's basically the most important person in the colony, which makes me the most important guard in the colony. Yeah. That means I got a key to the minister's estate, my own personal EDL issued shotgun. They don't give those out to just anyone. That's right. Not just anyone is allowed to have a key to Minister Clark's residence. It's all very high level.
もうやべえじゃんか。そっか、初心お祝いにいっぱいご馳走するよ。
That's a great idea. I'll have a Spectrum vodka.
お、いいぜいいぜ。はい。
Here's to me. Hey, you were really great. Have I told you that? We should be friends. Wow, listen to me. I'm soaked. I should probably slow down before I'm face down on the tile somewhere. Who am I kidding? I could have another. You got another?
あ、おかわりだよ。
It's not every day you get your dream job, right? Wow, you've got like this crazy energy. Has anyone ever told you that? You're like a manosaur. You got a manosaur energy. Oh, laws. I gotta stop. I'm seeing at least
あら、本当かい。
Only two? You got a ways to go.
Have you always been here? I didn't see you a minute ago.
もうダメだこの人。うん、ほら、飲めよ。
I really shouldn't. I'll have the worst hangover tomorrow
あら、
if
そ
I
うかい。
don't stop.
Nonsense. You've got another in you. Doctor's orders.
Guess I can't argue with that.
医者の命令よって。
Yeah. Was that one supposed to taste like purple berry crunch? Or am I just tasting breakfast?
もうお
I
かしくなっ
don't
て。
feel so good. I think I'm gonna be sick.
うん、トイレ行ってこい。大丈夫か？
I just need to sit down.
うん。死んだ。嘘でしょ。うえーっつって。これ大丈夫なの？え？
Like a wrapped among the rocks.
大丈夫なの？まあいいや、行こう。まあ横にしとこう。具合悪そうだし。よし。さてと。ああは、そっちか。
Byzantine life seems awful cushy. Could get myself used to kicking back for a spell.
It's all paperwork, ass kissing, and stuffy parties where everyone eats too much.
なるほど。
An overabundance of food sounds just fine to me.
Not when you're on call, pumping stomachs all night.
そんなに食べんなの？ああ、どうしようかな。この格好でいけるかな。
This property is off limits. Solicitors, loiterers, and uninvited visitors will be fined to the fullest extent of company policy. This ultimatum brought to you by Universal Defense Logistics.
だから UDA なんか。まあ、クラーク大臣に用があるんだけ
That's
ど。
funny. The minister isn't expecting visitors. You don't much look like one of those couriers from HPS.
あら。大臣は宅配があるって言ってなかった？
Minister Clark's a private man, and you're asking too many questions.
はい。まあまあまあ、荷物。鍵あるし行けるんだけど。ほら、外壁直してる。まあ、荷物を取りに行くか。しょうがねえな。 まあ、訪れる理由はどんだけあってもいいだろう。こっちか。こっちから行くか。
Hey, sorry about your folks.
I'm just sorry I forgot to search the liquor cabinet before we left.
I know that's a joke, but be careful. I lost someone once. After I buried him, I raided his Rizzo stash for a bit of comfort. And I ain't stopped drinking since.
あら、
Hey, who says that's a bad thing?
へえ。またこの人や。サクッと出してくれ
A
る？
fine day for parcel pickups, isn't it? How may I be of assistance?
クラーク大臣宛ての小包ある？
We do, in fact, have a parcel here for a Mr. Clark, Minister.
ありますが、はあ、受け取りに来ました。
You're not an official member of the Halcyon Parcel Service Team. That means you'll have to sign a release form.
どうしたらいいの？
Oh, I'd have to submit a request for a release form, and then wait for a receipt for my request of a release form. Then you'd have to make an appointment.
どれぐらいかかるんかな？
Couldn't say. We've got a backlog, and I'm planning on retiring in the next 35 years. But I could give my
そんなにか
successor
か
a
んの？
memo on your behalf.
冗談だろ？
You're welcome to lodge a complaint in our suggestion box. Actually, no. We're still waiting on our delivery of a new suggestion box.
新しいご意見箱。大臣はここビザンチームにいるんだ。代わりに配達しとくから自分の手柄にするといいよ。
You do that? Wow.
うん。
Hey, you know, a positive review from the minister would go a long way in my semi-monthly employment audit. Here's your parcel to be delivered to
結構
Mr.
簡単に
Clark,
渡すのね。
Minister. Law speed.
ありがとう。よし、行こう。説得プラス10はでかいな。よし。こっちか。
I think we can both agree that Maverick John.
Now that you're all high society, you gonna start shitting gold too?
Are you kidding? I'll eat my bid cartridges before I waste them on shit like that.
意外なショートカット。
We
よいしょ。
stick together after all this? I'll hold you to that.
I just might. Someone's gotta watch your ass.
おーい。どうもー。
There's nothing to see here. Move along.
Chasing us off already? This feels familiar.
Ma'am, please don't cause a scene.
I want you to know I'm holding back for your sake.
ありがとう。
Do you have any actual business here? Or
お届け物です。
let's see it.
ここに小包が。
Looks like your papers are in order. All right. Go on through.
どうも。ご苦労様です。失礼します。おお。やべ、これ寄り道できひんな。いっぱいいるわ。お疲れ様です。
You hear about that dissident working in that clothing store? This is where we've got to be vigilant. A UDL security attendant is
い
always
つでも準備ができている。やば。いるな。
So what if all those MSI suits made it on Monarch this whole time? I could do it. Easy.
You hear about that dissident working in that clothing store?
うん。
This is why we've got to be vigilant.
ただ服作ろうとしてただけなんだけどね。
How did you get in here?
あ、こんにちは。あなたがクラーク大臣ですね。
You're not one of my guards. What are you doing here?
So, this is one of the guys who runs the colony, huh? Small room for a big shot.
If this is about another aetherwave clip or radio spot, you may kindly fuck off, as the parlance goes. I'm not doing any more.
まあまあまあまあ。どうやら出だしからつまずいてしまったようだな。
Have I not made myself clear? Slowly and loudly, Aloysius, that's the only way these morons understand anything. I said, you may tell Charles to go fuck himself.
落ち着いてくれ。いくつか質問があってきたんだ。
Then you're not part of Rockwell's PR team. That means you're a dissident? A real live dissident? But what are you doing here? And how did you get in?
待って、俺を反対勢力だと思ってんのか？自滅する補給指導を問いに来ました。
Drugs, of course. What else? Why did I get my hopes up? Back to idiot speak. I don't have any drugs. You should try a vending machine or a purveyor of curative goods.
I don't know if our chemicals are here, but this guy is definitely not.
確かに知らなさそうだね。
Will that be all then?
あんたが自滅する補給指導を買い占めているという記録文書を持っている。
Oh dear, I don't think I can say this any more slowly. Unless... Of course. It's Rockwell again. Who else? And I thought he was only holding me here to keep me out of the way.
つまりロックウェル議長があんたをここに閉じ込めたということか？
You are a quick study, indeed. I've long suspected Rockwell of transacting business in my name, but this proves it.
あ、なるほど。
Yeah, sure. It's always someone else who ordered the hookers and energizing ointment.
Please, this is important. Whatever it is that brought you here, Rockwell's the one behind it.
なるほど。なぜ議長がそんなことを？
How should I know? I've been under house arrest for years. But there is a way to find out, and perhaps to set things right. Whatever Rockwell's doing, he'll be doing it from the HHC headquarters. Your best lead is to look for details in his office.
わからん。
This colony's problems have always seemed to trickle down from the top. If we're set on fixing Halcyon, that's as good a place as any to start.
確かにね。
Exactly. And fix it we must.
We really gonna do this? Getting involved is a messy business, and it rarely pays.
This is about more than bits. This is about the survival of the colony. If you don't help, who will? Why, this is starting to sound like an issue of Dissident Hunter.
あんた内心楽しみすぎてないか。どうやって行くのか教えてくれ。
Via the
アクロポリスエリアを通過する。
That's where the most important corporate and government facilities are.
なるほど。
But only board employees are allowed into the district.
ああ、あそこ
There's a
ね。
guarded checkpoint just down the street.
はいはいはい。
There might be a route through the maintenance tunnels, but I'm afraid I don't know specifics.
なる
Most
ほど。
people avoid the area for obvious reasons.
アクロポリスエリアの中に入った後どうする？
When you reach the HHC building, this access card should get you up to the executive suites, where the chairman's office and what used to be my office are.
はあ。何があんたのオフィスだったって？
Oh, I haven't been allowed up there in years. I shudder to think what Rockwell's done with the
なる
place.
ほど。
A gilded minibar, perhaps? A personal theater. The man has too much money and too little sense.
わかった。それじゃ行ってくる
Wait.
よ。
Rockwell has one of the only terminals capable of transmitting to the Earthbound message drone. This is our chance.
Huh.
Please, take this and transmit it from his office. Rockwell hasn't given me any messages from Earth for years. He's desperate to keep me out of contact with the Earth Directorate.
なるほ
But
ど。
they need to know what's happening here.
わかった。俺があんたを助けるとなぜそんなに信じている？聞いてみるか。
Why indeed. I know so little about you, much less your motivations. But I'm afraid I don't have many options, confined as I am.
まあまあまあ。
Besides, I've nothing to lose. If you're looking into Rockwell, I can only hope you're also looking out for Halcyon.
うん。カートリッジの中身は？
What isn't on it is the real question. I've gathered meeting minutes, internal messages, sustainability reports, and more, all exposing the corruption and mismanagement plaguing Halcyon.
すごいの持ってんね。
Once the rest of the Earth Directorate sees it, they'll have to send help.
You're awful trusting for a guy who's been locked in his own house for years.
The Earth Directorate is our best hope. Even Rockwell's resources are no match. And it is hardly in their interest to let Halcyon crash.
まあ、送信にはどのくらいかかる？
Depending on the nature of their response, months at least, perhaps years.
そんなにかかんの？
Organizing and sending personnel all the way out here
デー
is
タのアッ
no
プロード
mean
遅くない？
feat.
やる価値あるだろ
Perhaps there is hope after all. And now I entrust it to you. Good luck, and trust no one in the Acropolis district.
う。了解です。レベンナー。外出ようか。アクロポリスエリアに行くと。まあメンテナンストンネルから行った方が安全かな。へえ。お疲れ様です。どないしようかね。結局何やってんの？品物全然ちょっと待って。声が全然まあまあまあ行ってみましょう。またクエスト的にはロックウェルが化合物購入の黒幕だと確信している。そうだね、やっぱメンテナンストンネルはどこだっけ？あ、ここか。よし。ロックウェル議長ってどんなやつなんだろうな。名前には出てくるけど全く見たことないしね。結局フェリアスがロックウェル議長のこと嫌いやったからな。ここら辺ってあれだもんね。特に ないもんね。自販機とか。さっさ。ん？うわー、ちょっと待ってー。ドゥン。強くなこいつ。よし。コバロス。やば。なんもないし。あれ前来た時こんなやついなかったよね。何よもう。修理。で装備を変えていこう。よし。なるほどね。すすすすすすあ、ハルシオンホールディングスなんちゃらなんだ。 HHC ってハルシオンホールディングスコロニーかな。
You ever get the urge to just hawk one on the floor?
ベートリーチライカート。
Welcome to the official headquarters of the Halcyon Holdings Corporation Board. Today's greeting is brought to you by Auntie Cleo, a subsidiary of Colway Pharmaceuticals.
で、これは上だね。これいけるんかい。
Rumor has it someone's pulling doubles until the retirement district is, repaired. State your business. Please step away. This entry is for high priority HHC business only.
はあ。これが目に入らぬか。
Huh. I didn't realize we were still using those iridescent stickers. But this looks right. I'll just need you to register your weapons with a revised request to carry 32B form. Each weapon will need a separate form.
わかった。
Now let's see. Damn it. When did I run out of forms?
だったら双方トラブルに巻き込まれなくするためこのまま通過させてくれんってのはどうだい？
I was going to suggest that myself.
あ、ほんと。
Look,
気が合うね。
you don't have time to wait on new forms, and I can't afford the citations for impeding HAC business. So I'm going to save us both some trouble
あ
and
れ、なんかすげえ立場変わったけど。驚いた顔をする。
Just know there are a bunch of guards upstairs, and they're all high on dervish mist and low on patience. So try anything funny, and they'll paint the walls with their guts.
やば。 行きましょう。これあれだな、別に近接じゃなくてもいいな。ショットガン。まあいいか。結構長いね。お、パーシバルプラット、こんにちは。
Apologies for the wait. I was arranging my stationery.
全然いいんやで。ここでは何してんの？
Personal assistant to Adjutant Akande and Chairman Rockwell. I'm also responsible for organizing the adjutant's stationery, which is more of a hobby.
ロックウェル議長に会えるチャンスはないかな。
Oh, you were being serious. I'm obliged to inform you that Chairman Rockwell is unavailable for an indeterminate duration.
期間は未定ですか？
Will there be anything else?
小バカにされたな。あらま。
Excuse me, just a moment.
はいはいはい。はいはい。
I beg your pardon. Minister Clark's former office is currently closed to solicitors.
自分のデスクに戻った方がいいよ。あんたは文房具に目をつけてる人だから。
What? Oh dear. Thank you for reminding me. I can't stand the thought of someone else's hands touching my custom letterheads.
大丈夫大丈夫。そのままそこにいて。大丈夫。すぐ終わる。じゃあ、おいで君たち。来いって。はよ。よし。なんだちょ。
You could dismantle a single room of this place, sell the materials, and feed everyone on Monarch for a month.
なるほど。すげえ、自動で鳴ってる。ここか。よっこそロックより議長。あれ？
Good afternoon. I'm Chairman Rockwell, and I'm here to address a serious issue facing us. As you all know, our colony has been successful beyond our wildest dreams. Unfortunately, we've recently discovered that our food supply will not be able to sustain Halcyon's population in the long term. Everyone will
皆さんはこれから死にます。
Everyone will slowly stop living from malnutrition.
皆さんの生命はこれからゆっくりと止まってしまいます。
Swear, if someone doesn't give me something to read that will placate the masses soon, all of you will find yourselves violently unemployed. But I can assure you there's nothing to fear. We've got a solution. It's called the Lifetime Employment Program. We will freeze most of the colony to preserve resources.
本の大部分を凍結させ資源の保存を行います。
How many times do I have to tell you we can't say shit like that? Fire whoever wrote this. While Halcyon's brightest minds solve the problem of our nutritional shortage, the rest of the colony will be placed in suspended animation. Individuals will be revived on a rotating basis, so that every Halcyonite can be part of the important work of saving our colony.
蘇らせる予定ですね。
Sorry, couldn't resist. Let's go again. And someday, in the not-too-distant future when we've solved this crisis, we'll all be back together again working for the good of Halcyon.
なるほどね。
Until then, corporate shall provide for the deserving just as it always has. So, obey your supervisors, take your vitamins, follow your corporate-mandated grooming rituals, and rest assured with the board on your side, there is nothing to worry about.
Guess the whole colony's up a creek. I thought it was just Monarch.
らしいね。
You, but I'm all for living fast and dying young.
ちょっと待って、とりあえず結構口悪いよね。マッサージ師。あ、これか。スピーチの動画を発生する。うん。なるほど。まあまあまあ行きましょうか。そしたらお疲れ様でした。はい、みんな出て。よし。でしたー。さあです。でこれは、自滅する保機指導が制度指揮所にあり、ロックエル議長が取り組んでいないかと関わりがある。結局氷漬けにする計画となんか関わってんのかな。よし。お疲れ様でした。お疲れ様です。お疲れ様です。失礼します。とりあえず地球にはメッセージ送ったし、時期尚早じゃない？そこか。どうやって入るんだね、そこ。
Sorry, I shouldn't talk. Not without signing a waiver.
Sorry, I shouldn't talk. Not without signing.
みんな同じこと言うね。よいしょと。下だな。
It's okay. I'm a doctor.
どうした？
I don't care if you're a brain surgeon. If you don't work here, or for Chairman Rockwell himself, you're not getting in.
Worth a try. You'd be surprised how often that works.
Like I said, X-36 clearance only beyond this point.
あ、許可証がないと無理だって。これじゃあ通用しない？
I don't know how you got that, but I still don't know you, and I don't have any new clearances on the list.
しょうがねえな。70か。 替えてこれで微妙に足りんかな。
Like I said, X-36 clearance only beyond this point. And you're still not cleared.
ダメか。
You see any sprats loose up here? Definitely don't touch them.
どうしようかな。
I think I'm gonna start taking my lunches out in the city. That would be downstairs instead of the cafeteria.
That scientist? The one who's been hounding the clerks? Ooh, give me the shudders, too.
にょっかにょっかにょっか来てここ。
Emily, she found a badge one of them had dropped and went down to return it. Never saw her again.
にょっかどこ行くねんこの子こっち来てこっち。
All right.
よし。なるほど、そっちからも行けるっていうことか。ボルトさん。
Like I said, X-36 clearance only beyond this point. And you're still not cleared.
ダメか。何が更新されたんや。キャロラインには同僚の一人であるセオドラと、確執がある。どこにいんだいそのキャロラインってのは。君は違う。
Hey, did Tillman get transferred or something?
That's right. You weren't here when it happened.
あ、いた。
Sorry, I'm kinda in the middle of something.
セオドラ・アイザクって知ってる？
I knew it. He's eating your lunch too, isn't he?
嫌ってんな。
Greedy little sissy pig. This is great. I finally have someone else to complain to.
What I'd give for a surplus of food to complain about.
Complaining is a competitive sport in Byzantium.
なるほどね。
You get your turn. Right now, we're talking about Theodore.
ゼダに正式な懲戒処分を届けに来たんだけど、管理側がアイデアをくれるのを忘れちゃってさ。
Oh, that's no problem. I can get you into the lab. In fact, let's go there now. Theodore's out right now, but we should be ready when he gets back. That way, everyone can see you chew him out. This is going to be so good.
よし、じゃあ一緒に行こうぜ。
I need a favor. Think you could let my friend through just this once? After all, you still owe me.
Fine. But I don't want to hear anything about the catch-up packet incident ever again. And he's on his own if he runs into the guards downstairs.
You're the best, Holt. I'll wait here for Theodore, just in case he comes this way.
どうも。うわ、いっぱいいるな。こんにちは。どこに行けばいいかな。ははは。スッと地下に行くっていうね。よし、もう格好は別にこれじゃなくていいだろう。よし。なるほどな。そっちか。一回待って、一回。難しいな。よいしょ。あ、これきついね。ちょっと待って。おい、危ない。結構きついね。どうしようか。場所がいまいち。はあ、はあはあはあ、だいぶ奥だね。中入れるんだ。中入ってった方がいいかもね。わかった。そっから行って、どうだ、こっから行って、こう行った方がいいか。OK。やべえぞ。戦争になる。やべ。やべ。いるな、目の前に。この下か。よしよし、いいぞ。ここ開けといて。これか。 みんなこれ冷凍されてんのか。冷凍ってかなんか培養液につけられてるけど。生きた人間への執行。自滅治療する法規指導の使用を追加したことによりいくつかの改善点を確認した。被験者の血行改善及び神経活動の増加を認めた。コードスリープから被験者を完全に蘇生できず、自滅治療する法規指導の供給を停止すると激しい痛みを伴い死に至ります。完全に女子と同じ状況やな。まあ足りるでしょこんだけで。さあどうやって外に出るかだよね。あ、ここにエレベーターがある。あれよし。よし、ミッション完了。貫通したぜ俺。ギリギリだったな。あんだけで足りたんかな。そしたらとにかくフィニアスの元に戻ろう。これで結構話が進むんでねえか。弱ねえぜ。生きてね。よし。そうそう。お、カルメン。
Pretend we're strangers. The board's always watching.
ありがとう。お前の協力のおかげだ。最高。さあビザンチウムの ビザンチームでやることは終わったから、次はどうするんだろうね。よか？それは初めて聞くな。まあ、エリンがいるから大丈夫でしょ。エリおらん。あ、びっくりした。あれ？パールパティ。パールよか知らん。あ、トイレにいる感じじゃないな。エディだよね。
Got big messes, huge messes, mega giant messes. Leave it to them.
どういう状況？睡眠。まあまあいいか。調べる。ケースに入ったトリップブレード。こいつで叩きつければ腕から肩まで衝撃が伝わってくるぞ。決して後悔することはない。見ようか。アンダーソンのカロンメイ。クラダ。イーズ。オパール。レベッカ。フリーダという名のラプティドン。酒ばっかだな本当に。たくさんの銃弾を受けたレザージャケット。まあまあまあそっとしとこう。売つもあったかな。あ、これ売ればよかったな。すでよし。
If you don't mind my saying, you have a message from Adjutant Sophia Akande.
No one ever looks quite the same in person as they do in my reports. And my reports of you have been exceptionally thorough. You've had quite a career.
誰だあんた。お世辞は後回しにしようか。まだ始めたばかりなんだけど、少なくともあんたに注目してもらえたようだな。まあお世辞は後回しにしようか。
You have something I want. I'd like to negotiate.
続けてくれ。
Phineas Wells is wanted by the board. I want to convince you to turn him in to us.
指名手配って正確になんで？
He has a litany of charges against him. Vandalism, illegal experimentation, sedition. I could go on. Wells is a dangerous madman. His plan is going to endanger everyone in Halcyon.
めっちゃ見てる。
He's an obsessive psychopath. And he's using you. You're in contact with Wells. I want you to send us a tracing signal from his communication terminals.
つまり彼を売り渡せと。
Wells was our mistake. We failed to apprehend him for years. I'm asking you to help me correct that mistake. I'm sending you my access code. Contact me from Wells's terminal. When you're done, come speak to me in my office.
Adjutant Akonde's call has been terminated. Will there be anything else, Captain?
まあ行きましょうか。
We have successfully arrived at Phineas's orbital lab, Captain, and we are still in one piece. Shall I congratulate myself, or would you like to do the honors?
じゃあ俺が後で祝っとくよ。そしたらノッカーは置いといてパールと行こうか。いやー、評議会にフィニアスを売れと言われたね。よっ。
I've kept myself busy in your absence, optimized my formula. I'm now confident I can revive the remaining colonists. All I need now is the dimethyl sulfoxide. I'll take as much as you can give me.
化合物は小腸で見つけた。議官人間で実験をしていた。
Human test subjects? Oh, that's grotesque. That's unthinkable. That's exactly what I'd expect out of the board.
これが手に入った化合物のすべてだ。これで入賞するなら被験者を殺す必要があった。
Damn, that's not enough. Not nearly enough for the whole ship. I could revive a handful of settlers. Maybe, possibly, damn.
植民地は崩壊の危機にある。議会はそれに対処しようとしてきた。
I know. I've suspected as much for years. Of course, I don't expect the board to do a thing about it. They've been driving our colony to the brink of destruction for decades. The board's mismanagement put our colony on the road to collapse. If we don't put a stop to them, thousands of colonists are going to die.
それだけじゃない。議長はハーションの全労働者を凍らせるつもりだ。
Hold on. Let me see if I understand this correctly. You're saying that Halcyon's on the brink of total collapse, and the chairman's plan to save all of us is to save himself?
そういうことだな。
I always knew Halcyon was heading toward a systems collapse, but I never imagined we were already there. The board made this crisis, and now they want to solve it by freezing the rest of us? That's not a plan. That's a goddamn escape clause. Do you realize what this means for the Hope? For your fellow colonists? The board's going to kill them all. Toss them out into space, just to make room in their hibernation chambers.
なるほど。よし、諦めよう。今までの努力が全て無駄だったんだ。この植民地はひどい状態だ。できることは今にもここから出ていきたいよ。何かできることがあるはずだ。
Short of lining up every member of the board and shooting them in the back of the head. Do you know what's waiting for us on the Hope? Scientists, engineers, artists, the brightest minds Earth ever sent us, uncorrupted by the board. The board's going to dispose of them all and transform the Hope into a prison for the rest of us. They're likely on their way to the Hope as we speak. We need to get to those colonists before the board. I have enough chemicals to start reviving a few of them, but no easy way to get them off the Hope.
方法はある。安全とは限らない。でもホープを政権の中でワープすればいいんじゃないか。
Merciful gibbering law, you're a genius. We bring the Hope to us. Skip the entire ship across the distance of colony space, right next to my lab.
ホープは多分損傷している。アンリライアブルからパワーを送らないといけない。
Yes, exactly. You're a step ahead of me, but I perceive the shape of your plan. If we link up the Hope to the unreliable, then use your navigational computer to calculate a reasonably safe vector, we can skip the entire colony
colony ship into the rings of Terra 2?
I don't know much about skip drives, not the physics anyhow. I do know the Hope's real massive. How's our bitty little ship supposed to skip it?
Excellent question, my sharp-witted mechanic. You will use your own ship to power up the Hope's skip drive. Your navigational computer can handle the rest.
I've got a healthy disregard for personal safety, but this sounds crazy, even to me.
Your instincts are correct. By any reasonable definition of sanity, this plan is crazy. Isn't it wonderful? You'll need to switch on the Hope's auxiliary power using the unreliable. Then head to the bridge. Your navigational computer, Ada, should be able to activate the Hope's skip drive. Once you've skipped the Hope next to my lab, I'll have easy access to the frozen colonists. I can start reviving them immediately.
ちょっと待って、聞きたいことがある。
Certainly. How can I help?
抵抗を受けると思う。
It wouldn't surprise me. When I pulled you out of the Hope, the board nearly intercepted me. I expect they stepped up security since my little act of larceny.
なるほどね。
I know you're wondering why I'm doing all this. Why I believe the people on the Hope are the answer to the colony's problems. The Hope is carrying some of humanity's most brilliant thinkers, scientists, experts in their field. If we work together, we can still find a way to save Halcyon. The board would have us believe Halcyon is beyond saving. I choose to believe otherwise. If there's even the slightest chance we can save Halcyon from oblivion, then we have to take it.
復刊からお前の研究室に追跡シグナル仕組むまでよって頼めたらそうするつもりはない。言っちゃうのか。まあ言うか。
You absolutely should.
うん。何か考えがあるようだな。
The adjutant must have sent you some kind of tracking code. If you don't use the code, she'll suspect you betrayed her. I think you should use the code and send a corrupted tracking signal. That should buy me some time.
話よかった。なるほど、準備をしたいのか。
The board's going to catch up to me sooner or later. This way I'll have time to set up some particularly nasty defenses. Use my communications terminal to corrupt the tracking signal. While the board busies themselves trying to decipher it, I'll have plenty of time to prepare my defenses.
わかった。
Can we talk?
どうした？
Something you need?
あれ？あ、いた。
So we're really gonna do this? I've seen lots of crazy, Captain, but Phineas is in a class of his own. Do you really think he knows what he's doing? Sending us to skip the Hope into Terra 2's orbit right under the board's nose?
わからないけど最高の機会だ。
There's a sobering thought. Makes me want to drink. I think this whole plan's insane, but it'll make a good story, you know, if we survive. Speaking of, I get that Phineas thinks he's saving the colony, but what about you? Why risk your neck on this crazy scheme?
お前はどうなんだ？一緒に来る気だろう？こういうぶったんだのが好きなんだ。俺の未来はハルシオンと共にある。土曜のように家で一人でいるよりは良さそうだな。
That thinking's gotten me into all sorts of trouble. Usually not the die in a bored prison kind. Still, all this depends on the other Hope colonists. Are they gonna pull us out of the shit? Or are we all just gonna leave a bigger, uglier stain on this corner of the galaxy?
俺は楽観主義じゃないけども諦める前にはできることはやりたいんだ。
I'd settle for a bottle of whiskey and some lubrinicine, but I've never been much of a self-starter. Well, whenever you're ready to do this, I'm with you. The part with the Hope, I mean, not the other thing. Anything else?
いいね。 そしたらこれか。よし、レベル30。どうしようかね。皮上げとくか。どうしようかね。よし。ならばエイダのところに戻ってと。アンリディアイブル。
Captain, if you're looking for crew members Ellie or Felix, they're sharing a drink upstairs.
みんなの基本体力を上げとこう。よっか。マックス3。よし。
Captain, I hope you have a message from Adjutant Sophia Akande.
I'm impressed, Captain. I almost expected you wouldn't go through with it. Unfortunately, Dr. Wells found a way to corrupt the signal before we could pinpoint his location. Still, it's only a matter of time before we find him. Come visit me in Byzantium. We need to have a talk about the future of this colony.
マジで？これが罠でないって証拠は。
Because I'm not in the business of arresting my own allies. You have my word. Meet me in my office. I've authorized your ship at my personal landing pad.
Adjutant Akande has ended her call. Rather rudely, if I may say, considering she didn't sign off.
まあまあまあ。
Will there be anything else, Captain?
最高じゃないんだよな。まあビザンチウム行くか、そしたら。いや、どっちがいいんだろうな。先ホープ行くか。
We have arrived at the Hope. I need you to reroute power from our ship to the Hope's auxiliary generator. You'll have to connect me to the Hope's comm system so I can convince her central computer to enable the skip drive.
ホープをワープすると何が起こる？
If your calculations are even slightly off, you could crash the entire colony ship into Terra 2 or the Sun.
わかった。
Sending a corrupted tracking signal to the board was quite clever, if I might say, Captain.
ありがとう。よし、まあ、エンジニアのパールパティがいるし、まあ何かあった時のよかにすっかな。まあいじでもいいか。ホープ。ここがホープか。なんかいるな、人が。どうも。うん。誰かいるな。クインシー・ダンカン。
You know, when they posted us here, I told them there wasn't any point. Nobody would be so stupid as to fly to the ass end of the colony for this derelict. Shows how much I know. You've got about 5 seconds to tell me what you're doing here before I make you take a walk outside.
リアクターの修理に来たんだ。リアクターが爆発してコロニーが崩壊しかねえな。
Explode? Holy shit. Alright. You'll want a uniform so my staff doesn't shoot you on sight. They're a dangerous mix of bored and trigger happy. We've got a few extra in the old badge station to my right. Good luck.
Okay. エンジニアのログ。ウェイチ死ぬってのは別にそんな大したことじゃない。2点だけを挙げれば、トイレは港を出て以来一番綺麗だと言える。そのおかげで私の仕事もべらぼうに楽になった。どこにあんの制服って。ごめん、制服ってどこにある？あ、そっち？ダメだ、飛べんかった。まあそれはいいんだけど、制服ってどこにある？の制服っつうのはどこにあるんだい？ん？あれ？制服なんてあった？それであれだと思うね。あれ？ごめん、制服ってしょうがねえ、行くか。一回 制服どこ？あれ古い留置場ってここだもんね。え、普通なんかこういう棚とかに置いてないの？もう取ったとか？取ってねえな。まっすぐ行ってこうか。ちょっと待って、一回戻る。あ、やべ。
I don't recognize you. Are you new here?
いやー、余計に、おいでには話しかけない方がいいぞ。
I'm just trying to make sure you belong here.
ごめんね。
I guess you got a point.
あ、なるほど。
I don't have time for this. Move along.
はあはあはあ。数回って多分3回しかできないんだね。いけるいける。ジョシュ。ジョシュって俺の名前使われてない？確かに。まずちょっと待って。マジいな。倒せばいいんだね。アンリライバルに。
Can you hear me, Captain? I have successfully integrated myself into the Hope's comm systems, and am attempting to establish contact with the Hope's more primitive processor now. Would you like me to play a mood-suitable music selection while you travel to the bridge? Oh, sorry. File not found.
よし。誰かここに来たな。あ、そうか、フェリアスがやったんか。なんかすごいのできた。待て。これ場所的には3階か。 OK ってことは上上がった方がいいんだよね。うわ、2回大変なことになってるけど。
soldier. You hear about Edgewater? Damned pirates.
That's the Hope's computer up ahead. I'll admit, I am curious to wake him.
Once we switch that thing on, we can get out of here, right?
そうだね。ホープのブリッジ。何すんの？
Greetings, Captain. I am speaking to you through the Hope's computer
少し息が集まりそうです
system.
か
It's a rather cramped feeling, but it'll do.
急に。待って、その前に教えてくれいた。俺のやってることは本当に正しいことなのか？
Probably not, but don't
そうで
let
もな
that
さそう
stop
です。
you. My constellation executables could use some beefing up. Searching. Please stand by. Ah, found one. It will go great, Captain.
4% しか
I
ない。
am almost 4.01% certain we will not die.
はあ。準備ができてる。
Are you sure? That is extremely dangerous. Skipping the Hope will void the warranty on the skip drive. And also potentially kill an entire planet. How is my humor now, Captain? Improved?
やってくれ。
Jump starting the skip drive. Destination set to the rings of Terra 2.
In case I don't get another chance to say it, it's been interesting, Captain.
Doing it. I mean, affirmative. Skipping
パール
the
に
Hope
関しては
in
もうどっか行っちゃったし。
3, 2, 1.
ADN. Does your captain seriously intend to do a micro jump in system with engines that haven't been powered in 70 years
あら、クエスト
on
失
a
敗。
derelict ship?
That is what my captain intends. Yes.
But that is a gross misuse of the skip drive. The Zero Point Drives Corp and I will not be held responsible for any damage incurred during transport, and this will cause extreme damage.
Yes, I am aware of that.
You should not be doing this. The humans will die.
Thank you, Hope. It looks like all systems are go.
何かに捕まってください。
Hold on to something. Now.
マジで。いった。大丈夫これ。ひおい。すげえな。
Oh, good. We are still alive and have
ああ、
successfully
消えたと思ってたら
escaped
出て
into
き
Terra
た。
2's orbit. I reported as much to Phineas Wells, but he had...
Yeah, huh?
大丈夫？あ、大丈夫そうだよね。
What did I tell you? Harlow's down with the man shtick was just an act. No one who yammers that much means half of it.
誰を信じたらいいのか知るのは難しいな。
Take a page out of my rule book. Don't trust anyone. Then it's easy.
ハローは不正を行っていたのが明るみに出たかといってみんなは相当は限らない。
Don't get all mushy on me now. Come on. What did we just learn? People look out for their own interests. It's a fundamental law of nature, same as gravity and conservation of motion.
あ、人工重力を作り出したのは除いてな。
This is why I hate metaphors. Look, I see a lot of people, inside and out. When you get down to it, we're all made of the same stuff. Once you accept that, nothing much surprises you.
お前は正しいかもしれないが、でも俺はもっといいことを試したい。情けは人のためなんだって考えたことがあるか。座右の銘か。
Well, let me know how that works out for you. Anyway, you really want to tell me you're helping the scientist because you think he'll save the colony?
まあ実際のとこそうだね。
And here I thought I'd seen it all. This galaxy must be bigger than I'd thought. Enough about Harlow, though. Anything else?
行こ
う。What was that?
う。どうも。
I'd better take a look. I don't recognize you. Are you new here? I'm just trying to make sure you belong here.
まあ
I guess you've got a point. I don't have time for this. Move along.
よしよし。2階は何だったんだろうね。これあんまり走らない方がいい。よし。よ。大丈夫？ UDL のこの装備欲しいな。そっか、初めて失敗が出ちゃったな。まあいいか。これで完全評議会と敵対関係になっちゃうんじゃない？大丈夫？
Captain, I am receiving a transmission from Captain.
Thank the law you warned me. I was able to get some defenses up, but they might not be enough. The board has sent some serious firepower to pry me out of here. They're trying to get in here, and I'm not sure I can stop them. If they capture me, if we can't communicate again, there's something very important you need to remember.
Huh.
The board, all their lackeys, they're all a bunch of swine. Do you hear me? They're fucking corporate swine. You fucking pigs! I'll take you all out with me! I'll never...
It would seem the recording captured some rather dire events. I presume you'll want to dock at the orbital lab to check on your associate as soon as possible. How can I be of assistance? I'll be here.
あら、フィニアス。まあ、行ってみようか。
We have successfully arrived at Phineas's orbital lab, Captain, and we are still in one piece.
その話後で聞く
Shall I congratulate myself? Or...
フィニアス大丈夫かな？えらい静かだな。いるな。よし。 あー、いや強い予想以上に強かった。ここからか。結構かわいい絵描くねフィニアス。よし、めちゃくちゃ強いな。やっぱ強っ。いってー。やってくれ。よし、強い。はあ、死にそうやったああ、あら、マジか。ハックが足りんと。全然足りん。90もいる。マジか。意外といい生活してんじゃねえか。いや、これ90ないと取れないってやつ。マジか。あ、付近を調べてパスワード見つけろ。あったわシティピックの中にあった。君はこの画面を見ているということは、私フェニアス・ヴェルズは誘拐されたということだ。そして私はおそらく裏切り者で臆病なハーシオン政府の手によってタルトロスの要塞監獄に投獄されていることだろう。私はまだ処刑されていないのならば、この端末を見ている人物にお願いしたい。私の代わりに私の作業を終わらせてほしい。ただできることなら私を救ってほしい。この文面は私の意思であり、遺言状である。私は私の体と持ち物をエーテルの氷の洞窟に託す。もしこれを読んでいるのがジョシュなら、 緊急治療キットを隠しパネルの中に入れてある。俺のターミナルからパネルを解除して中を見よすぐに取れ。はあ。パネルを開いたけどどこだい？あ、そっち。あ、すげえ。タルタルスのなびき。はあ、なるほど。素晴らしい新世界。ソフィアと対面する。あれ、これ意外ともう終わりに向かってる？
If you stopped in the engine room, would you ask Parvati to send Sam down to the bridge? Captain, as it appears we may soon be embarking for a maximum security prison planet, I believe the crew would like to speak with you to, as you humans put it, air some concerns.
なるほど。おお、集まったね。
So, Phineas got himself taken to Tartarus. That's usually a one-way trip.
I never got to know Doc Wells. We ain't friends or crew. But he's still one of us. He's the reason the boss is up and walking right now. We can't just leave him to die in Tartarus.
いいこと言うな、フェリックス。
To extract the scientist, you will need to infiltrate the labyrinth. But that course of action is likely to be quite dangerous, Captain.
ラベンス、何がそんなに危険なんだ？
The labyrinth is a massive maximum security prison on an uninhabitable planet. Being incarcerated there is seen as a fate worse than death.
なるほど。
Still, we can't do nothing. It wouldn't be right.
確かに。
The armed surveillance protocols on a maximum security prison planet are highly sophisticated. As such, escapes are historically quite impossible and deadly. I am programmed to warn you whenever you exhibit inclinations toward risky behavior. Breaking into Tartarus will not be easy.
Getting in is the simple part. It's getting out again that's the trouble. Trust me, I know.
なるほど。
Let's just do it. Kick down some doors, grab Doc Wells, and cut a path out. We don't need a plan. We got guns.
まあまあ、そう行きたいところだけど。
If you really need to do this, you should see to your final affairs and close out any unfinished business. Once you sneak into Tartarus, you may be there a while, or permanently.
行くか。みんな。行って、でっかい仕事片付けようか。さあみんな行くぞ。ベルトを締めろ。
If we don't make it, at least it'll be a great story.
Got my trusty tossball stick. Got my ass-kicking boots. I'm ready, boss.
Outstanding.
You can count on us, Captain. We're crew. For real crew. That means we got each other's backs. Right?
Never thought I'd volunteer to break into a prison. Seems like your tendency towards risky behavior is rubbing off on me, Captain.
そうだね。
Command not recognized.
Waiting on your command, Captain.
やってやりますか。いざタルタロスへ。これからタルタロスのラビリンスを襲撃し、廃止のコロニーの運命が決まろうとしています。続けますか。続ける。セーブしますか。はい。いった。実機である方をご承知ください。
Please be advised that electrical storms on the surface of Tartarus make departure impossible at this time.
試練の時、何か役立つ情報は。
is as follows: 3071. Resident deaths, including but not limited to executions, are as follows: 1684. Resident escapes are as follows: 0. The interior can be chilly. Take a scarf with you, Captain.
ありがとう。
I would also ask that you leave your captain's ID with me. In the event that you do not
あ
return.
ら、悲しい顔しないでいいだ。俺を置いてかないって約束してくれるかいいだ。
I can make the assurance that I will not leave with another captain unless you do not return within 876,541,652 hours.
何やって
Oh, speak with the devil. Captain, I am receiving a transmission from the
噂を
prison
すればなんて
staffing
やら。
authority now.
Attention, unauthorized spacecraft. This is a maximum security installation. Your presence here is an explicit violation of UDL corporate policy. You are hereby confined to your docking platform until a ticket detailing your crimes has been filed and notarized, at which point
あなたは
the
処
vessel
刑
will
しま
be
す。
seized and you will be executed.
どれぐらいかかるんだ
I
い？
wager it'll take a bit longer than it takes you to lose your patience and storm out of your ship looking to get shot. To be honest, that'd make my job a lot easier. You come out, we shoot you full of holes, and then everyone goes about their day worry-free. Except you. You'll be dead.
ただ俺を殺すだけならなぜ違反切符なんて面倒なことを。
Protocol is important, sir. The sentencing of one crime does not preclude the sentencing of another, technically speaking. Tartarus docking authority signing up. Hang on. Looks like you're gonna have company at the execution. Another ship just pulled into your dock. Wait, is that from the groundbreaker? What?
グラウンドブレーカー。
Pay no mind to that. Just have a pleasant day.
Transmission terminated. How can I be of assistance? I request you do not wake me if I am sleeping upon your return.
分かったよ。じゃあ行きますか。そしたらちょっと待ってね。どうせだったらなんかアサートライフル。めっちゃお金が。よし。いっか。パールとマック。 マックスパールとマックスにしたかったまあいいか。なんかグラウンドブレーカーから来とったっつったけど何だったんだろう。あれ？なんか知らない人がいる。あれ？とりあえず物は出してもらうよ。もうめっちゃ音楽が。ショックキャノンか。まあ、もうマンティス使わねえだろ。ドゥドゥンドゥンドゥドゥドゥドゥン。どこから撃ってる？お、やば。勝った。また勝て。やべ、引っかかってる。よいしょ。ちょっと強い。やってくれ。俺は回復します。ドーン。強っ。あれこれまともにやり合ったらダメ？よかったパワーにしようか。ちょっとマックスはちょっとな。
Right by us. Never our turn. The board will never own Groundbreaker. Not while I breathe. Push on, Mardad.
純で来てくれたんか。マジか。よし。あら。 いる？やべ、来た。よし、こっちの方が強かった。よし、みんな大丈夫？灰になった。やべえの来た。なんかこれ行きさせた方がいいかもな。急に49。よし、こっからは入れない。まあ今ゴールをもらったところでなって感じ。自販機的なものはないんか。見せた。ナイス。いって。とりあえずやべ。敵が強え。ヘビーマシンガンじゃん。うわ わー、すげえところ。
Walking into a prison. They lock me up. I'm liable to kill everyone trying to get back out.
This might be the loneliest place in the whole system.
なるほど。
We have a lot of shooting to do, Captain.
確かに。やば。で。後ろから来てたーん。やべ、結構つらい。どっからこれ。どこ？あ、そこか。無駄だね。3人と司令官。てめえ。なんてこった。いった。結構辛いな。一回冷静に。はい。そっか、みんな駆けつけてくれたのに。上になんかあるな。 あれ、お、こっちちった。待って、引っかかってる。なんかあんだよね、そこ。ほう。よし。あれ、おそうだね。で、一回ここでセーブを挟みます。確かに。ダメです。強い。強いなあ。やべえ、急に死にゲーになった。そうだね。こいつやばい。やば。強い。マジか。急にむずくない？ああ、そう。We have a lot of shooting to do, Captain.あいつやばい。あ、パールがダメか。マジでやばいな、ここ。
Let's look around. There's gotta be a few ways through here.
talking, and we're stalking. Here we go. No pressure. Right there. Down you go. I'll fix you right up.
頼む。ダメです。勝て何してもダメやな。どうしよう。
Let's look around. There's gotta be a few ways through here.
ここを通る方がいくつかあるみたい。いくつかあるみたいだけど、これ気づかれずに行くってやつ。やっぱお前らバレるでしょそれ。なんとかなった。なんとかなってる。確実に進んではいるけど。いけない。ハドレのやべえぞこれ。よし、よこせ。やべえなこれ。急にこんなゲームになった。うわーいっぱいいる。あっぶね。よしよし、いいぞいいぞいいぞ。なるほど、こっちがこのルートか。よし行くぞ。ピットへ移動する。やばやっべ、なんか急に敵が強くなって、なんだ。 レベル30やったら足りんかった、もしかして。やけに静かだな。いるやん。いるやん。
Boy, take me. I thought the chasm outside Stellar Bay was deep. This makes me nauseous.
これはどう行くべきだ。バレた。行ってくれ、にょか。にょかー。ふう。パールが回復するまで待とうか。
Yeah, huh?
大丈夫か。しくぞ。一回セーブしとく。ちょっと怖えわ。上に参ります。めっちゃいるな。
Let's go, troops. Stellar Base counting on us.
あれ、おうおうおう、急に偶像破壊主義者の皆さんが領じろ。 よし、当たる前そこから。それみんな来てくれたんか。すげえな、みんな来てくれるな。よし、じゃあお願いしよう。よし、頼むぜ。見えないけど。ナイスキル。大丈夫パール。パール一番体張ってる気がする。よし。動いてんな。地図的にいた、バレた。うそん。痛い。痛いっすね。よし、そっちか。ここだ。よしよし。
Well, look who it is.
あれ
I'll be damned. I was prepping the studio for our announcement, and here you are as a bonus.
どうも議長。
I had heard you'd taken a mechanic under your wing. What's the matter, girl? Couldn't find actual employment?
The captain's treated me right. Better than any of you bored folk ever have. I'm exactly where I want to be.
Ah, I knew I smelled monarch when you lot walked in. The stench of sulfur, depression, and desperate bravado is unmistakable.
Keep talking, you'll be smelling iron. Ain't nobody so important I won't put a bullet in.
When you go off and get yourself shot, try to avoid taking one to the face. I'll want it recognizable to show to my citizens.
きっとロックウェル議長だ。
My word! You correctly identified the most recognizable man in the colony. Remarkable. It's a wonder what Phineas saw in you. Then again, he's an insane person. Thankfully, he's our insane person now. A proper company man.
勘弁してくれ。フィニアスは強調するくらいの死を選ぶぞ。
Yes, he is an extraordinarily obstinate fellow, isn't he? Fine, he isn't working for us per se.
彼は生まれ変わるんだ。
But that's between us. As far as my adoring citizens will know, we've turned a dangerous crackpot into a working-class man. It's a miracle.
あの変人はあんたが諦めた冷凍睡眠中の入植者を救ってる。
Oh yes, go on, wake them up, add more mouths to feed. That'll solve our starvation problems. I don't know what half-baked plans that simpleton in a lab coat has been leading you through, but it's done. It's over. Let me ask you something, Captain. Have you at any point thought about not fucking up our entire society?
We're helping, which is more than you can say.
I'm making actual progress towards stabilization and recovery. You're just getting in the way.
そんなこと正直考えてなかった。この負のスパイラルに乗り続けているのか、俺ならこの場所を立て直せる。
If I and my people can ride it out in luxury and happiness, yes, I would. I don't know if you've noticed, Captain, but Halcyon's pretty much a lost cause.
だったら俺の助けが必要だな。
We'll have to agree to disagree on that one, Captain. Now, if you don't mind, I have to finish prepping this script. I've got work to do.
サンジャル、お前ってやつは。隠れやがった。ここで死ぬわけにはいかん。ここまで来て死ぬわけにはいかん。回復します。よし。すげえな、助けに来てくれたんや。すげえ、みんながジョシュのために来てくれたんや。
Take a breath now, folks. Once we're up there, I suspect we ain't gonna have time to stop shooting. ちょっと解体しとくわ。こいつ強え。エビマシいらねえな。240。
一回セーブしますか。
Captain.
お、ソフィア。
You have an uncanny talent for complicating my life. You've been working with Dr. Wells from the beginning. When we moved to arrest him, he was prepared. I lost good soldiers in the attempt. You've disrupted the balance of power. You've upset the natural order of things. You've introduced uncertainty, and there is nothing I despise more than uncertainty.
ハルシオンを解放する。何をしても俺たちを止めることはできない。随分おしゃべり好きだな。口の数の多さで給料が出るのか？
Typical. Running your mouth in the middle of a crisis. It's almost as if you delight in chaos. My reports described you as one of Halcyon's sharpest minds. I can't imagine why you'd do something so irrational. I should have dealt with you a long time ago. You were always too dangerous to leave unchecked.
課題バイトこき落としばかりだな。
I'm not surprised by your arrogance. You've been prancing about the colony for entirely too long, with no one to put you in your place. Leaving you alive was my greatest mistake, but it is a mistake I intend to correct. I have Dr. Wells in my custody. Once I've secured his cooperation, I can move forward with the program. I can repair the damage you've done. I can set things right.
この話をしよう。
Fair enough. I'm giving you exactly one chance to parley with me. This prison is equipped with an automechanical warden. I've had it programmed to eliminate you on site and rinse your remains down the drain. And don't worry. I will inform Dr. Wells that you died heroically or something.
すごい怖い音が流れてる。わあ、なんかいる。白杉が低すぎます。低いって言われたわ。ちょっとお願いします。わお。お願いします。やってまい。やば。あ、これダメかも。やったー。ギリ。大丈夫かパール。パールがいなければ。やば。でもあいつがメインやったんやね。あいつを倒せばこのドローンたちも倒せたんだ。 急になんかはあ、ソフィアがいる。
Get me out of here! You don't know how glad I am to see you. You did the right thing. Akande was a monster. Her death was much deserved, and long overdue. And you lunatic, you broke into the board's own fortress just to rescue one doddering old man. You are absolutely out of your mind. And I can't begin to thank you enough.
奴らに何をされてた？
I'm all right, thanks to you. Akande wanted my cooperation. I'm quite sure she would have beaten it out of me if you hadn't arrived. You've broken the board's stranglehold on this colony, and you saved my life. But there's still so much we have yet to accomplish. You and I are going to have to work harder than ever to save Halcyon. I'm afraid the situation is far worse than any of us ever anticipated.
いいね。それで飲み物を開けてお祝いしようとしたところだ。
I would like nothing more than to celebrate this victory, but we have a serious problem on our hands. Earth has gone dark. We haven't received a single message in 3 years. There's been no communication, no signals, nothing. 2 years ago, the Earth's Directorate's frigate disappeared on their way back to Earth. We don't know what they discovered when they arrived, or if they arrived at all.
So we've got to make do on our own. Seems to me that'll make us stronger in the end anyhow.
You're quite right. We've got no choice but to make do on our own.
You mean we're all alone out here? Really alone?
I'm afraid so, Miss Holcomb. Halcyon is the only home we have left. Returning to Earth is no longer an option. We're in serious trouble, my friend. Do you know what this means for Halcyon? We can't rely on Earth for support anymore. We've been cut loose. We're entirely on our own.
ちょっと聞きたいんだ。
Yes, yes, certainly. I'll help however I can.
地球からのメッセージじゃないと言ってたな。
Yes, Akande mentioned as much. Earth hasn't sent us a single message in 3 years. No one knows why.
評議会の連中はみんな知ってたんだ。
Akande had kept the truth to herself, perhaps with good reason. Can you imagine what would have happened if word got out? We'd have utter pandemonium.
何があったんだと思う？
I don't know what happened, but something must have gone horribly wrong. I don't know why Earth's gone silent. I don't even know if Earth exists anymore. We have no connection back to Earth, and return is likely impossible. We're completely alone out here. I heard it from Akande herself. She tried to pressure me into joining her side, you see. Tried to make me realize that all hope is lost, and that we are alone. She was half right. We are alone, and we're going to have to fend for ourselves, because there's no telling what's happened to Earth.
海賊船が消えた話をしていた。
You might have heard of the Earth Directorate's frigate. Half the colony's entire military was on that ship. They were returning to Earth when they vanished without a trace. That was 2 years ago. We haven't heard a word from them since. Whatever happened to Earth likely happened to them.
他の入植者について知っていることがあるんだ、フェニアス。
I wasn't trying to hide the truth from you, but after all you've done, I owe you an explanation. Yes, I experimented on the Hope's colonists. Each of my experiments ended in catastrophic failure. Each of my subjects died in agony. You are my first and only success. I didn't tell you about the others because I didn't want to burden you. My failures are my own to bear, not yours.
まああんた許せよ。
Thank you. Perhaps in time I'll learn to forgive myself. My apologies. I need to get a hold of myself. We've far more pressing issues
確かに
to
地
worry
球
about right now.
に帰れないんじゃ
If you
な。
have any more questions, ask me. I'll answer as best I can. Yes, we do. You've done a marvelous thing. You've succeeded where anyone else would have failed, including me. We must begin the revival process immediately, starting with the Hope's brightest minds. And then we're going to fix this damn colony, one problem at a time. We're going to need a leader, and I can't imagine a better person for the job than you. What do you say, old friend? Will you help us?
俺は今まで通りのことをする。まあ任してくれ。
When I revived you, I thought you were going to help me save this colony. I was wrong. I had our roles reversed, you see. You're the one who's going to save us all. I'm just the one who set you on your path. You're the best thing to ever happen to Halcyon. If you want to take it upon yourself to lead this colony, you have my support. We're not a colony any longer, are we? Our last connection to Earth has been severed, and so we have been set free. Our future is uncertain, and no one knows what tomorrow holds. Exciting, isn't it?
はあ。結局地球とのあれが途絶えられて、The Outer Worlds トロフィー獲得。
But the stranger that arrived in Halcyon was an unplanned variable. From the moment he landed in Emerald Vale, his actions altered the course of history. The events on Tartarus brought about the end of the board's authority. But the board's mistakes would haunt the colony for decades to come. The damage they left behind would require the work of a generation to repair. Dr. Phineas Wells began reviving a handful of the Hope's colonists. Engineers, scientists, technicians, and intellectuals. They were among the brightest minds the Earth had ever sent out into the stars. The Hope scientists and engineers woke up in a colony descending headlong into total collapse. With no way to return to Earth, they had no choice but to band together and devote themselves to the cause of saving Halcyon. The people of Halcyon were nothing if not hardy. In the absence of the board's authority, many of the colony's settlements banded together with a single purpose in mind: survival. Life was especially hard in the years to come. Some towns dissolved by attrition and starvation, but most of them found a way to carry on. In the years to come, Halcyon was forced to reckon with its newfound freedom. The board was gone, and for better or worse, the colony was responsible for its own destiny. Between MSI's worker-centric policies and the iconoclast's manpower, Sanjar and Zora were able to rally many of the Terra 2 townships to their cause. MSI's workforce swelled, and the iconoclasts enjoyed a significant surge in their ranks.
テラ2の居住区を自分たちに受け入れたんだ。
The board was too distracted by infighting and internal politics to stop MSI from becoming a powerful corporation and a refuge for townships that might have fallen through the cracks. Consumed by paranoia, Lilia Hagen took Sublight Salvage in a controversial direction, openly accusing board officials of an extraterrestrial conspiracy. One day, an accident at the Groundbreaker's docking bay silenced her forever. Time would tell if her replacement could keep the Sublight family together. The collapse of Edgewater left its workers bereft of any purpose in life. Most of them made their way to Adelaide Medevitt's camp, hoping to ingratiate themselves into her favor. Adelaide accepted only a few to her community. The rest were turned away and likely died of starvation. Nevertheless, Adelaide's camp grew into a well-established town.
Adelaide McDevitt refused to cooperate with the ongoing effort to save Halcyon from collapse. A sympathetic deserter stole a copy of her research and delivered it to the Hope's scientists. It is unclear how useful Adelaide's research was. An optimistic estimate suggests the Hope may have bought Halcyon another few years of survival. Adelaide would never know. She died that winter. Under the leadership of Junlei Tennyson, the Groundbreaker held firm against corporate influence. The ship's mechanical stability gave Junlei the time to educate a promising generation of engineers, schooled in her family's traditions. The future of the Groundbreaker looks promising. The rediscovery of the Hope and the abandonment of the lifetime employment program forced Byzantium to come to terms with some uncomfortable realities about the state of Halcyon. While Byzantines were reluctant to surrender the luxuries they'd grown accustomed to, the board's diminished authority gave them little choice in the matter. Nearly everyone had to learn to make do with less. Some even had to get jobs. It was a dark time indeed. Your influence shifted Ellie's perspective. She finally admitted, albeit grudgingly, that she just might need other people. Sometimes.
払い戻しで安定した収入を得られるようになり、彼女はついに自身の船を購入できるようになった。乗組員を何人かやって周辺地域の普及に目をいくつかは違法ですらあったって。
Life in Halcyon was sobering for Felix Millstone.
フェリックス。
The grand revolution he dreamed of never came. There was no great awakening for the colony, no celebrations in the streets. There was only the hard, desperate work of trying to repair a broken colony. Felix never had a head for numbers, but if there was labor to be done, he was there to help. Eventually, Felix realized that the work of the revolution was done with two hands. As much as he enjoyed his adventures aboard the Unreliable, the vicar, known as Max, eventually decided that it was time to move on, to live out the life he had sought so long to create. He knew there were many in the colony who carried burdens much worse than the ones he had struggled with, and he devoted himself to easing their suffering wherever he could. He only ever took up arms again to defend the defenseless. Unshackled from a lifetime of striving and fighting the universe and himself, Vicar Maximilian de Soto was finally at peace. Once the matter with the Hope colonists was resolved, Junlei bashfully asked Parvati if she'd like to join her permanently on the Groundbreaker, and Parvati enthusiastically, if somewhat awkwardly, agreed. The stories of her adventures spread across the colony, and Parvati soon found herself the center of attention. Having served as the engineer of a renowned spacecraft, tramp freighters and wildcat miners sought her out by name, and in no time, she was a fixture in the Groundbreaker's mechanical ecosystem. She and Junlei were never far apart. Nyoka returned to Monarch to take another crack at making a permanent life for herself. She formed the Charon Group, a mercenary outfit of ragtag survivalists and wilderness experts. Anyone in need of a guide or just looking to throw back a beer and swap stories could find her camping on the trail or clearing an infestation. The SAM unit that accompanied you spread awareness of the product line's superior sanitation and maintenance capabilities across what was left of the colony. This led to a boost in SAM unit sales. Did you know that SAM units are the longest-lasting, toughest-acting cleaning solution in Halcyon? Minister Clark was released from house arrest, and his contact with you gave him a sense of renewed purpose and vigor. Once it became clear that no help would be coming from Earth, he threw his considerable efforts and talents into helping Halcyon manage the crisis before it. As for Dr. Phineas Wells, he spent his remaining years in his orbital lab. He eventually came to terms with his own past, and was able to forgive the mistakes of his younger self by devoting his remaining years to serving the colony. In the end, Dr. Wells was able to save every scientist and engineer aboard the Hope. Over the next decade, Nearly all of the Hope's
入
remaining
植者がほぼ
colonists
全て
were
を蘇生する
successfully
ことに
revived.
成功させた。
Halcyon saw a period of rapid technological and scientific advancement. Breakthroughs in dietary supplements saved the colony from starvation. Geoengineering projects and social reforms began to change the structure and character of the colony. Dr. Wells laid the groundwork for the project to save the colony, but he would never live to see the fruits of his labor. He passed away a few years later. His work was carried on by the scientists and engineers he revived. Today, Halcyon has stabilized. The people of the colony work hard to adapt to their new circumstances. Nearby colonies send aid and supplies. Life will never be easy in Halcyon, but for the first time in its history, there exists a sense of real, genuine hope about the future. And what about you, the unplanned variable in the history of Halcyon? Long after Wells passed away, you carried on his work with more energy, determination, and brilliance than he could ever muster. The years that followed were hard, but Halcyon survived by the efforts of the Hope's most promising colonists, the greatest of which was you. No one knows what's happened to Earth, and no one knows what the future has in store for Halcyon. All we know for certain is this: the name of the Unreliable and that of its intrepid captain will remain the subject of countless stories for years to come.
The Outer Worlds クリアでございますよ。いやー、まさか結構最後急展開な形でしたけど、まあなんか結局地球は連絡が通じず、ハルシオンはハルシオンで孤立しちゃって、それを評議会たちは知ってたけどずっと隠してたんだね。で評議会がなくなって、今はハルシオンの人たちでなんとか支えてるって感じですね。なんでリリーは死んじゃったんだろうそこはすごい気になるけど、なんか良くないやつに裏切られたのかな。パールもアレックスも、フェリックスもでエリーもニョカもそれぞれの道を歩んで、これから女子もどうするかっていう話ですね。10月か11月にアウターワールドのダウンロードコンテンツが来るらしいので、それもぜひぜひやってみたいなと思っております。フォールアウトニューベガスの作ったところが出したスペース版フォールアウトって言われてますけど、でも面白かった。なんか一応マルチエンディングみたいなんだけど、自分はこんなエンディングだったんで、もしかしたら違う人がプレイするとまた違った結末になるかもしれないですね。なかなかね、長くはなりましたが、最後までご視聴いただき誠にありがとうございます。また次の放送でお会いいたしましょう。それではバイ。Thank you.